The early life and career of Vito Corleone in 1920s New York City is portrayed while his son, Michael, expands and tightens his grip on the family crime syndicate. Hello everyone, welcome to another movie review, and this time it's on the movie The Godfather Part II. This movie came out in 1974. It's at the top number 3 spot for best movies of all time, and I totally disagree with it. It's also won 6 Oscars, 17 wins, and 20 nominations. The writers of this movie was Francis Ford Coppola and Mario Puzo, and also Francis Ford Coppola was also the director of this movie. The main cast in this movie is Al Pacino, Robert De Niro Jr., Robert Duvall, Diane Keaton, John Cazale, Talia Shire, Lee Strasberg, Michael V. Gazzo, G.D. Spradlin, Richard Bright, Gastone Mischin, Tom Worski, Bruno Corby, Frank Severo, Francesca Del Sapio, Morgana Keane, Marlana Hill, and Leopoldo Triste. What a crew cast, what you will. My thoughts on this movie. First of all, the cast. A lot of them you can't go wrong with. So most of the actual main cast: Robert De Niro Jr., Al Pacino, Diane Keaton, some of the best actors that we've had since the 70s into now. And I love Al Pacino movies. I love Robert De Niro Jr.'s movies normally. Diane Keaton, I love her, and I love her movies. So yeah, cast you can't go on with. And to me personally, best part of this movie was the cast. The graphics for its time and type, pretty damn awesome. Now the weakest part of the movie, which have to be the storyline. If you remember my review on the first Godfather movie, I wasn't really a fan of the movie, but don't get me wrong, I didn't hate it. I liked it. And then coming into this one, which I wound up actually looking at on Google before I went to do this, because a lot of people this is one. I never saw the second or the third one before. I saw the first one a few times around, but never the second, never the third. And really, this one, I don't know how to say this. Basically, this one, like I said, I went to Google to check things out, because throughout the years, I heard people calling this movie, oh, it's a prequel. Really? And then I've heard other people saying, no, it's not a prequel, it's a sequel. And this is the reason why I wanted to go on to Google and see exactly what it is. And so, this is what Google said. It is a sequel and a prequel. Yeah, it tells us it's a prequel in a way, because it tells us another member of the, I forget the name right now. Corleone. And another character from the Corleone family within his early years, and then it shows us in the later years after the first Godfather movie. I don't want to spoil too much, but I want to point that out. That's the only thing I really wanted to point out, the type thing of what the movie is like. I don't mind spoiling that, but I would have to say the storyline is actually much better than the Force. Much better than the Force. I thought it was actually it was actually a really good plot, written extremely well. And then now the fault I find in this movie, which was a major letdown for me in the Force movie, this movie had it better, but it was still off. It was still off. The pacing. I felt like the first 30 to 40 minutes, the pacing was awesome. Afterwards, it kind of kept going up, down, up, down, up, down, type thing. Yeah, and in scenes where it went up, the pacing got faster, and it's like that should not have been fast. That should have been a slower pace, considering what scene it was. And then when it went slower, it's like, no, that should have been faster. Yeah, like slow paced scenes afterwards. I'm confusing myself now. This slower pacing scenes out in this movie after the 40-minute marker, to me personally, it felt like no, that should have been faster. And then the scenes that were actually fast, to me personally felt like no, it should have been slower. It should have been a slower pace. Yeah, that's where I have difficulties with these Godfather movies so far. I still haven't seen the sword. I've heard some great things about it, some bad things about it. We'll get to that movie when I go to watch it eventually. And I will watch it and I will do a review on it. Just when I get to it in my list. But yeah, no. I understand some people absolutely love this movie. And hey, to each to his or her own. If you love it to bits, good for you. It's just not for me, and I'm trying to tell you my personal opinion, how I feel about this movie. And that being said, what rating would I give this? Well, for the most part, I thought it was actually a really good movie, but it had some great moments. Some great moments. And I give this movie a 7 out of 10. A 7 out of 10. Very good movie. Yeah. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this review. And if you love this movie or didn't love this movie, you can let me know in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think, what your thoughts are. I always love your comments, whether you love the movie or hate it. You can like this video if you like this review, and you can subscribe to my channel if you love my content. So thank you all for taking time to watch, and join me next time for another movie review I intend to do soon. I am out.